A bit of an oopsie. Not on the. Moon, stop blasting. My done for noon. Honestly, did not even notice. And my defender run. I was like, not dealing any damage. Also, just suddenly a little arrogant. I need to risk it there. Ego's too massive. Son. Oh, like money really too much. Generates itself. I think I'm getting better at Monkey Room again, though. Pretty much no help needed, Dehydro, every boss invocation possible. With the exception of Medic, of course. Got Overlords on. Hardcore, stuff like that. My Thrall kills this guy. Later. Diagonals like this. Round up the thralls. Really? None of them died. Bruh. Like a truck though. Didn't hit as hard as last run, but that felt like a better performance. I'm gonna try to not get so arrogant with sun. Oh, I clicked the move. lag. Maybe that second Void Waker is ambitious. Usually get away with it, but make this work. Down to ego for now. Oh, it does. In 300. What? Huh. Mess up somewhere? Did I click too fast? Oh, I hate this config. Actually, it's not so bad. Yeah, it's actually not so bad. Running in, but could be worse. Actually, it's pretty bad. Actually, I end up running. I don't think that's this puzzle. I think it was the first one. stabbing. Barrier breaker. They're breaking it down there actually. Here. So it just stayed a little bit back. Or disappears when it dies anyway. Oh my god. Jesus, definitely feeling this DPS check. Oh, blessed. I mean to move like that. Move even time. It's like a smart man, but really. No. Briefing the shit on us. River. Ah, I messed up. Away. Uh. A little bit unlucky, but mostly my fault in the beginning. Bad transitions. Well, I haven't had an Alka not sub 5 in a while, I think. Let alone 6. Oh. Being dumb, I guess. Really? In that much damage. Ooh, I'm pretty fast enough. Also, should have went there. A little bit of scam one. I should have noticed it faster and blowpipe there, but I haven't had one of those in a while. Guess I'll let my guard down. Dying a lot more than I usually do. I only die like 10 raids. I'm dying like 5. Tilt. Yeah, I had a pretty dumb death. It'd be like that. It'd be like that sometimes. Double shaman. Huge performance from the chins. Noodling. 11, but 11 is usually a little overkill. You can do 10. Move! Holy shit. Wait, Void Waker doesn't count? That's huge. I didn't wake up when I Void Wakered him there. But why? Like Shadow counts if I like Shadow right next to him. How? 15-15. Rude. Monkey's points. Oh shit. Yeah, it's magic damage. Thing is that Baba should still wake up even with magic damage because I've tested Shadow in like a 0 invo run. Should still wake him up when you attack right next to him. So I'm not sure why Void Waker happens to be an exception. But pretty good knowledge actually for me. That means I could Void Waker him out of boulders. Essentially free damage because he's not hitting you. Oh, what a terrible setup. Far apart matches. Draw this side. Actually help me on the first ranger. Good hits on Kefri. Very good hits on the ranger too. Of DPS so far. outrange me. 17. Deserved. It's messed up there. Blasted. I think I'm supposed to avoid wake this guy there. I want to get my last. Oh, that's if he doesn't egg. He was going to dung soon. Yeah, it works out. I don't think I'm gonna get this hit. Void Waker is actually a bad thing. Excellent. All tip, guys. If you're using Void Waker on Carefree, generally, if you're not sure when to use it, his last phase is a really good one because that's when he dungs the most. You want to like get through this phase quick, otherwise you're just gonna spend half the phase just getting pushed back. A lot of people who run Overlords, they're not using their DPS specs on this phase. They get knocked back like 4 times. They lose.
That's the way computers talk to each other.
Oh, we got a freebie. Nice. Oh, don't do this to me. Today I will not mess up my Void Awaker switches. Will Void Awake the Akka. Do it without orbing myself. Big deeps. Big deeps. I want to sub 30 again. Exhilarating. Did it die here? Oh, huge. Fucked it. See ya. You got a fast Akka today. The last one I messed up. Feel better about myself. Nail this transition. Nice. And then I misclick and get melee. Alright, 0. Switch either. Spared. Arasaka. Punish me for my sins. Take that back. I'll do this. Sadness. Actually don't know how to shadow it like this. Never learned the 6 tick cycle in case I get frozen. Nice. Good RNG. Didn't switch even though I messed up. Never switched during any of the transitions. It could have been better, but I really can't complain. Let's just stay like... ball. 424, nice. Take it. It's not the fastest I've had by far, but much better than average. Probably like 445. I'm gonna die to a dumb mistake today. Not after this. Why am I flicking my over? I don't flick. 6 restores. I'm leaning back. Wait, terrible. There was a free one there. But only. I'm literally blind. Holy fuck. Literally not in a safe spot. I think I'm in a safe spot. Oh my god, I cannot believe I just... Thank god, this inventory has like so much room for error. timing could have been better. Paying attention. One more. Oh, old man switches. I wonder if I should just spec earlier. I don't want to switch back though. I should have spec'd earlier, but I really didn't want to switch back. What if I spec and don't kill it, and then I'm just sitting there in my melee gear? Sad. What is this song? It's really hectic. I feel like I can't even think straight with that one. Is that the point? But that is the point. Well, killing timer is kind of messed up. Sure, we'll be fine. Got rigor on for that one. Holds for some sun. Bombs, I heal now. Or no? Mess up. feel like whatever's the chill gaming playlist by Spotify, but I feel like I'm tripping out when I listen to it. I'm a very clean man when it comes to drugs, but I feel like I'm tripping the fuck out. Listen to these things. What the hell am I doing? All right, making an excuse to not skull skip. I moved, bro. Excuse me? What is happening? Is it the ping? Is it too low? I'm literally unable to comprehend this low ping. Is that what it is? I'm like scared now. Let's just wait until my True Tile updates instead of trusting myself. Clearly gonna get myself killed this playing on feel. That. What the fuck am I doing, dude? Why didn't I need to watch the replay? Like, am I just clicking too fast? Am I just not knowing my tick timings anymore? Hey guys. No, that's a different replay. Stability looks fine. This one's not used to 8 ping. Too fast. Skull skip is meta. It's unskilled and more rewarding at the same time. Oh well. Fell off? You mean on how to do skull skip? Or you mean like what I did there? Yeah, I tried to like redo the skull skip when I realized I messed up bad. I should have committed actually to finishing what I had left, because if I had left just one skull, I would have only taken like a 70 on spec. But I'm just panicking. I'm not wondering why I failed the skull. I'm wondering why I'm having trouble doing just like a normal insanity full run. I didn't have any trouble yesterday, or the day before that, or any of my team rates today. I'm just wondering, I'm just clicking too fast. Or whatever. I usually play on West Coast worlds with my friends because it's a little bit lower population. I don't like the ping argument, so really that's all I can say in this case. Oh. An excuse to do more monkey. Mental block. Ooh. I think it's a ping issue. It's gonna be a ping issue. I think otherwise. I'm gonna take shaman, not these. So plus here. Please. Ah, so sick if they all died. I knew it. That's why. It's 3 sub 240s in a row though. I'm getting consistent at that. And the whole day planking. Probably until morale improves. Shit. Oh, I shouldn't have stopped. I should have Void Wakered. Wake up for one. Impromptu Inferno Run. He doesn't wake him up. It's crazy. One free ass zap. Uh-oh. Almost died to the massive ego. Surely I kill him. Jesus. What changes do you hope they make for ToA and Pull and Brady? Well, personally, I'd rather them work on the invocation system and make very like mechanically changing invocations. Because the way I was hoping the invocation system was going to be was that, you know, you learn the raid and you're raiding up to maybe, let's say, between 150 and 250. And then from there on out, there's only additional mechanics. But what they actually have is the reverse, in my opinion, where you learn the raid up until 200, and there's nothing left. There's only supply and like very slight changes to the bosses, based off what mechanics you already know. That being said, I don't mind the fact that invocations are currently... Actually, I don't even know if they're designed with that in mind, which is the problem. I made a whole Reddit post, maybe I'll link it. Go on my Reddit account. I actually have a whole list of like things I wanted them to do. Maybe if you want, you could take a look. Made this a while ago. And I was hoping for very, like, all mechanics should be additions to what we currently have. I hope this guy doesn't bite me. Not the same Capri energy I had last time. It's obviously like a wall of text, but assuming they don't want to go the route and they want to keep ToA simple, there is one thing I do like, is that ToA has very good visual clarity when it comes to the mechanics. You know what you die to 100% of the time, with the exception of maybe Akka's orbs. Maybe you don't know what each orb does, like what the ice orb does, what the red orb does. If you're not experienced, you just gotta figure it out by getting hit by it. But you know, like dying... yeah, the loot table, I don't know what they can do about it, because they can't nerf it, they can't buff it, they can't really add more shit to it without having players complain a shit ton, like, oh, it's overvalued, and you guys said you wouldn't put too much on this table. What I would like is for a lot of the weapons to be more viable. Inquisitor's Mace and Scythe, in my opinion, should be usable here. Maybe definitely not Bis for the whole raid. But Fang and Shadow are overused in this raid. Shadow is fine because it's literally the big ticket item, but with how common Fang is, it shouldn't be this OP in every room. It shouldn't be Bis at Kefri while being Bis at Akka, while being Bis at Baba. Like, it's crazy. I think it should be Bis at 1 or 2 of them, not all 3 of them. Or it could be second Bis and Scythe could just be better, which would be my preference. I know Scythe doesn't have enough accuracy in it right now, but I think I actually put numbers in it of what I would like it to be. Scything Zebak should be Bis, considering you can bite your head off. Scythe was supposed to have a stab attack. Maybe on an initial release when it was like a 7-tick weapon. I'm not too sure. I don't know that much into Scythe's history back in the day. But there's a lot of also useless invocations, like need less help. I know they said there's some engine limitations, like, oh, they can't add more than like 30 something invocations, whatever we have now. I'm like, well, why don't you get rid of some of the useless ones, like need less help? Need some help is good. Need no help is good in its current state. I don't really like supply invocations, but I understand why they might think it's appealing. I don't personally think it's appealing though. And there is, although the player base hates it and I hate it, there is a need for unavoidable chip damage, unfortunately, to gear check people, but God, they can at least make it feel less like Noodle at like Obelisk, let's say, or Noodle at a Akka DPS check, you know. In my opinion, a DPS check should force you to do an additional mechanic that wastes a little bit of your time to pull off correctly, like being able to skip Akka's DPS checks, you know, like they should force you to do it, and it should take some of your time. There's nothing you can do about Obelisk once you've missed that DPS check. You just have to eat the orb. You could tick eat if you count that, but like no one's gonna tick eat the sun Obelisk. Baba chip damage, yeah. Like, I don't personally have a problem with it, and I will always speak that I will never red X Baba because I don't have a problem with it. But I understand people with like, who are scared, all they see is him hitting you for 19 over and over and over. And it's like, yeah, I know what they're talking about, obviously. Zuck is completely RNG, like when the sarcophaguses get open, which is really, really annoying because there's nothing you can do to dodge it besides staying the hell away from it. The monkeys can hit you, and they're actually pretty accurate, which I don't like either. There's nothing in Baba that would realistically incentivize me to pray against the monkeys, which would be like a nice thing. Because Baba hits so fast when... Thought I clicked there. I guess I didn't. But yeah, Baba hits so fast in phase 2 and 3 that you can't realistically really, and also because she doesn't have any animations, like, let's not even talk about that, that no one's gonna not pray melee in that room. Whenever Baba's out, they're just gonna pray melee. They're never gonna pray ranged against the monkeys. Supposed to be out of their mind. Oh my god. Don't look at me. And I'm honestly down for the whole forced to lose some ticks in order to like do boulders and teams. I think that's an okay strategy. You can see like other games like Lost Ark pull that off well, where they're like, oh, don't focus on dealing max steeps, focus on actually doing the mechanics, and then you can actually clear the raid and stuff like that. The problem is people who follow that advice in RuneScape are not gonna make it very well. You can follow all the mechanics correctly, but if your DPS downtime is terrible, you're gonna get out chipped in this game. Whereas in like Lost Ark, you don't get out chipped. You get chipped to death. This game, you get chipped to death. So it's like unrealistic advice for anyone actually knows what they're talking about. There is a certain level of DPS threshold you're expected to meet in order to complete the rooms on a timely basis. Okay, we blow pipes back. Oh, so nice. Wait, I moved. Don't melt at me. Scared. Some melon shit on me, isn't it? Yep. That one up. I think one of the invocation ideas I don't remember if I exactly how I worded it. It's called daylight savings. What if like all these clocks were offset? So like one was like 80% charged, one was 20% charged, and no matter what you did, they're always charged. They'll be charging independently, even if you like mess or whatever. Okay. So then you're not just going from quadrant to quadrant in a set rotation. You have to actually pay attention what's about to be charged, what's not going to be. Oh, like you have your own little timers of each quadrant in your head that way. Dodges, I don't want to. Slow. Keep back. Did I mess up the key back or like an RNG on the key? I think it mallet once in the beginning. My fault. This room is just boring, like... Did they not know we can tile skip? They literally invented the hollowed sepulcher before making this room. It looks like a cool room when you get into it, but it's so unexciting once you actually know what you're doing. I think they could push my head to the rare part of it to offset. What do you mean to the rare, like the rare part of the table? I mean like a new item? Like a new item better, or like in the same place as Fang? Same tier, that is. Yeah, I knew that was gonna be an issue. To offset it? No, I don't think it would fix it. It would help the price slightly, but it wouldn't fix the issue. It's a problem. Like, it would probably bump up the price from 30 mil to, let's say, 40 mil, maybe 45. But if you ask me, the Fang is still too good for that price. It's still so common for what it does. Yeah, people don't really want to long. But it's funny, if you do the math on ToA grind, even if you're not that efficient, you're just staying at, let's say, like low 400, even like high 300, you finish his grind in like a third of the time that you finish Chambers. It's crazy. I don't mind Fang being good. What I personally not, I think it should be rarer than what it is now. Not absurdly rare or anything like that. Just a little bit rarer, like Masori tier. What the fuck? Get there, I gotta plan this out. Alright. Attack here. I think it should be on Masori tier. Bad spread. So dude. Good so far. That was rude of him. What would I do to Fang? Honestly, I wouldn't do anything to Fang. I would just make other weapons better than Fang in some places. And then, like, in terms of balancing to the actual item itself, and then I would make it rare. That's it. That's all I would do to it. Yeah. Put all the way in the back and all the way in the front. I was thinking very short term. I wasn't thinking about the ones in front, ones in the back. Like, I only think one wave at a time. Usually not an issue though, but there it was here. Tableau or Tebow? There's some thinking about it in the description. I understand it's less efficient and slower, but because I get more prayer, I can chill out more in the raid. For like a long term threat, just slash the obelisk, but. I actually tested a lot of Warden P2s with Anguish and Z-Vams. It really is only like one hit save. And obviously that zebak was messy, but I've had a lot of like... Most of my zebaks are about 320, like on average, if I were to like average all of them. No, it's fine, don't worry about it. So yeah, most of my zebaks are about 310 to 320-ish. And I've tried a bunch of Tebow ones, and it's hard to break 250 also with them. So I don't think the extra slots are pretty much worth it. But like, you know, up to player. I understand everyone wants to max out their gear for every raid, so but I don't want to flick, so stun ya. I don't care. Obviously, I wouldn't bring the Cursed Scepter, right? I'd bring BGS and then 2 more items, which would leave me with a total of 6 restores if I bring Shins, which is doable. But I don't want to run 6 restores. Having more restores lets you also brute force a lot of rooms. It may offend people because like I should be playing them properly, but sometimes brute forcing is just easier. Gives you room for error. Although I spent the whole time blinking anyway, but oh, they gotta do something about these save spots. I'm surprised they haven't done anything. Like, that shouldn't be allowed. It's been allowed for a whole year now. The windmills could be a little bit, you know, a little bit more RNG. Not RNG. Actually, not RNG. Fun to play with. I would love to see a mechanic that adapts to your current movement speed. Like how fast you're currently running over a period of time. That would be amazing. Egg. If you're spending the whole time running, it starts going faster. And if you go slow, it catches up, so then you have to like keep going like a run walk kind of thing. That'd be cool. That's what bloat should be in hard mode, TOB. Should adapt to how you're currently moving. Right now he just throws a shit ton of ants on you, but it'd be nice if he adapted to you. He's like, oh, this guy's only walking. What if I quickly run and then turn around or whatever? This raid is pretty slow anyway. I'm just gonna skull skip because clearly I don't know how to hit the skulls anymore. I have skull atrophy. Guess we're not doing it for so long. Actually, wait, I literally did a team raid today where I did it. Not me, it's the server. Thoughts on Ruinous Prayers. Release state, very messy. Wouldn't recommend they release them like that. All the high level people think it's overpowered. All the noobs think it's underpowered. It's not doing either job very well. I think, obviously I'm a high level player, so I think they're overpowered. But they're not satisfying for a new player to dip their toes into is also a big problem. I wouldn't mind them doing something like doing some prayers having to do with attack speed, like prayers that, you know, give you more damage. Let's say the faster the weapon is, or the slower the weapon is. Like, you know, 1 prayer for each. That'd be cool. Then you get those big OP numbers. But that being said, like, I'm not talking about PvP balancing because God, I don't want to see like someone get Eldemal for like a 95 and I messed up. you know, like, I think messing with attack speed is a fun place to start. Want to get creative. Protection prayer wise, I mean, we can go the Elden Ring parry route. What if you can turn on a prayer but it only activates for 2 ticks after you press it, but it blocks, you know, 100% damage, like the current prayers, and then they reflect back like 10%. You have to time it. That would actually be a cool PvP one too, because what if someone fakes out an attack? They know you're gonna put up a parry prayer, so they hold, and then right after it, you get punished for like 10% more damage than usual, right? Like, there's ways they can make it work. The good old parry, but in prayer form, would be cool. The skilling ones, I don't know anything about. I don't know how OP or underpowered. Actually, no, they didn't release any skilling ones, right? No, they shelved those. Also feel bad for the noobs who like got Omega Flame because they thought they were underpowered. Because I assume there's like a fine line between it being overpowered and underpowered. That fine line could be, you know, very small differences in like how well a player is playing. Like if you put a scale of like 1 to 10, let's say Exact and Wook's on 10, and you need to be, let's say, an 8 to run Ruinous Prayers, but 7 is like a huge threshold where it's already inefficient. Isn't that kind of a problem? Because then you don't have a linear curve of how good the prayers are. It's either it's good if you're this good, or it's terrible if you're not that good. Which I assume is what's going on too. It's because they go to places where I know a lot of people tested it in Gauntlet and didn't like it, and I was like, I know exactly what's going on. There's someone. What am I doing? There's someone out there losing like 1 billion ticks in beta, testing it, and they think it's underpowered because they're just spending their like every waking tick eating. Not literally, but whenever I like backseat someone in Gauntlet who wants to get better, that's usually what they're doing. They just like spend 90% of their ticks running and eating instead of actually hitting the bosses when they have 3 chances to hit. And I can see how people who aren't as good as keeping their DPS up and think the prayer is underpowered, because they're not reaping the rewards of the prayer. I hit. Is that a thing? This will last roll game. Slow read. The music timing was sick though. Like I wouldn't mind dealing more damage and having quiet prayers on in ToA. If it's like at least like a 3-minute difference or a 2-minute difference, I wouldn't mind using them. People are like, people hate quiet prayers. I'm like, they do hate it, but they're gonna take it anyway because they want to hit 90s, right? Or 85 or whatever like the new max it would be. If it's possible to take it, if it's remotely efficient to take it, somebody's gonna do it. And they're gonna brag that it's overpowered. Everyone else is gonna say it's underpowered. And that's just how it is. That's how the affair is gonna be. Unless you have a very linear skill level of it, that's just how it's gonna be. They just right now have a cliff. Either it's good or it's bad. how do you make them noob friendly? You just have like a bunch of these different prayers that have less punish but less reward until you get to that big broken OP point where you have, you know, like max punish or max reward, I guess. But on the same book though, like what if we had like 97% protection and like 5% reflect and then like 90%, like you just keep scaling it until you get to that 90% protection. I don't know. You're just gonna have like billion tiers of prayers all with the same drain rate or something until the player can get good at using the max one. Seems a little too systematic for my taste for old school. Do it like that. Seems like more of a World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy style kind of. I would like a parry system. I just made that system up right now, but that sounds fun. Where turning on a parry only protects you for a single tick or 2 ticks, and then you can't turn it on for a little bit. Or unless you switch. Guess we run it back. Try not to same plank rate. I am excited though, that new ToA pull. I really wonder what they're gonna do. Everyone wants his statue removed. I'm just like, make it more aids. Like, just play into the meme. Just make it so you have to now repair the statue too. Just make it so like obnoxious. People at least remember it for being like the rudest event ever. I understand people don't want to do this room. I unironically like this room. Not as much as Nilo, but I unironically like this room. Oh my god. I read some of your comment, but hold on, I haven't read it all. Oh yeah, Clom. Let's take a look. Making a lot of mistakes in the monkey room. Hoping a raids pull in general, yeah. Chambers in general too. They need to do something with chambers right now. I cannot believe they thought, hey, let's make Mirrodal just do more damage. Challenge mode. They're like, yeah, that's acceptable. And they're like, oh yeah, we don't really like how that was done. We don't like how that was done when they were like talking about hard mode tab. And then they did it again for hard mode tab. What? They made like 2 mechanic changes only the whole raid. Yeah, Verzi gets a phase 3 where she's just gets more HP. It's like, what's the difference between you just boosting her health and her just having now an animation for it? And then they never made any more changes to the chambers again. And now Avernick is more expensive than it ever was because they're like, oh, it's a shit drop. You guys don't want that anymore. I was like, oh, For now, at least. Tecton is so... I mean, honestly, I know people don't want the VLS and any of the bounty hunter rewards in the game, and I don't think they should be in the game, but low-key, as someone who needs the Twisted Ancestral kit, I was like, you know, if the Sadi is Warhammer, I can use it. I will, because this is a Dragon Warhammer, but 35%. Getting shredded this time. Okay, well, that's weird. My click didn't go off there. So, I was also hoping for Vestus Sphere, if it ever makes it into the main game for any reason. This is a better Dins in terms of like what it achieves. Also kind of sick of raid-specific balancing personally. I don't like that the Fang performs differently here than outside. I don't like that the Shadow has a 4 times accuracy here, but 3 times everywhere else. It's weird to me. Obviously, these items should be best in the raid they're coming from, but it shouldn't have to be like that. It should be with the monsters having their stats change, not the item itself. But for some reason, Jackie does not want to touch the stats on the monsters itself. Like, no one would complain if all they did was reduce the flat defense value of, or the bonuses of Tecton, but keep them comparatively the same. That Crush is still Abyss, stuff like that. Sure, you have like some items like Scythe that would get a bonus off that, but I mean that's Scythe, right? So I would like to think Scythe kind of deserves something. Bug and prayer. Orb outdated. They use some visual updates, like the fact that core only disappears when you kill on a certain tick. Be nice for newer players to like, oh, kill at an exact time it something, or if that's some kind of visual animation when it's like attacking, like when you can kind of figure it out at least. Ellie is... I don't know if the player base is figured out, but Ellie is going to be worthless every single time in every update after 2 weeks. People will bring Ellie, they might find a use for it for the first 2 weeks, and then people will get good. They will never use it again. And yet, that item still has value. Only good for Inferno. Okay, right, hold on. I swore I clicked. What did I do wrong? Click down here, then up. Pay more attention to my click. Oh yeah, I think they were planning on doing that, and then I actually don't know the state of that. They mentioned it offhandedly in one of the blogs that, you know, you can kill with a team. I should think that, you know why Corp wouldn't get as much flack as Nex or Nightmare? Because you don't need to kill, you don't need to do kill count, and the bank is buy games necklace. Will hate running. So I think it would go, but I guess it would devalue people who have done their useless grind. No offense to anyone who's done it, but useless grind. Doesn't really do anything these days. Not worth your time. The raids give so many prayer potions that you don't really need a spectral anymore. I forgot to Void Waker. Arcane is pretty worthless. Helps with Slayer slightly. Because you know you can upgrade the Elden's War. But and you just get a shadow and it's tech content for the raids except for Ob. But I fully respect people who grind things knowing that it's not worth it. Just the fact that they want it. More fun. Like everyone knows. Like, why would you ever grind in Ellie? Because you want it. Also, one big concern I have about the ToA balance patch, whenever they decide to make changes to ToA, if they keep the drops as is, surely if they make the raid harder, the items will be more expensive, right? But my guess is they're gonna make the raid harder at some point, because everyone's complaining that the raid's too much of the same thing. And by making it different, you're inherently making it harder. Because you're adding more mechanics, my guess is. Anyone who has done these grinds before that update is going to feel... is going to be more rewarded than people who haven't. Because if you look at like the raids I'm doing, right? I have a 13% chance of getting a purple. And if I just stockpile these purples before the raid gets hard, it's like, I guess I'll just be stupidly rich. But I wouldn't mind either way. Roll at 50. You can roll the first two, and if you roll another 1 in 50, you can roll the others as well. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, why are you mad that an entry moder got a shadow? Well, I'm not mad that that specific entry moder got a shadow. It's more about the principle. They, you know, they should have completed a harder raid in order to get a reward that massive, right? Imagine there was like a... Let me rephrase it like this. What if there was a 1 in 10k chance for any fire caper to get an infernal cape instead? Would you be okay with that if you have your own infernal cape? I wouldn't be okay with that. I'd be like, wait, but I busted my ass to get my infernal cape. It's a little different because you can buy a shadow, right? But I would like to think that's why people get upset about it. It's not about that particular person getting it, it's just didn't exactly work for it. Although, yes, you could spin the drop anyway, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not making any sense. Level 0 Akka. We eating good. Good. Okay, I'm like 90% sure some of my clicks aren't going through. I just clicked that barrier and it didn't go through. I'm happy they kept the skip in though. What should they do with ToA? People want them to remove the puzzle. The cat-free puzzle, I mean, the fact that everyone plug-in cheats it. Like, what's the point of it? I'm surprised they're okay with that. What's up, Foneman? The new skill? Oh, I've never interacted with sailing, so actually, I have no idea how the new skill is gonna look. All I know is that it's new to me, so I'm just gonna go in with an open mind and see how I like it or not. Oh my god. I had a terrible mistake. Bear Miyaka. I griefed. Ah, I didn't run all the way to the back. Also attacked late. 2 mess ups. You want your fan kit? Everyone wants their fan kit. You got a shadow and stuff, phone? Now you made big bucks when you used to do Tob. Please, I gotta wait here. Dealing no deeps. Go. I should avoid Waker this shadow or something. I know a lot of people. Okay, what the fuck? I need to switch worlds out of Copium. Butterfly into ladder. Ah. I've always learned double trouble just the manual way, but the ladder kind of bothers me that the ladder's the only way you can realistically do it in teams. Seems like, is that the only way? It sucks. You have one person who knows how to do it normally, and then you have everyone else doing the ladder. Just because it's so hard to coordinate, though, by design. Please, no. And then I misclick. That was all on me, though. Nothing wrong with ladder anyway, though. Even if it makes your Akka slower because you can't DPS while you're doing it, it's fine. Assuming you have shadow. Let's click again. Chillin'. You can just put on the 40 timer. And then just do the ladder skip. Have a stupidly long, like 7-minute Akka if it really comes down to it. You'll still be chilling. Should never attack. And if you ever do double trouble with teammates, and like someone who's very experienced with ToA, you can kind of get like a boost if it, or you like heal other and shit like that. Just extremely broken supply wise. But I don't think you'll have an issue. You just bring an SGS, do it in solos. Transition to a ladder spot. Oh yeah, that's fair. You know what? It's a good technique to learn. Learn how to move in any direction you want, and learn how to flick to the true tile that you're currently on and stop yourself at any point. Once you learn how to stop yourself at any point, you're chilling, because fix a switch. Whatever. Time to do an old man switch. Solo. No one's gonna hate on me. Oh, the heal other stuff? So, if you go with duo, you know how heal other or pot share? You can share a potion and only the cost of the potion using it, right? If you share one person. You can also abuse that with Sun, because Sun only uses prayer points, right? So what you do is, let's say I'm 50 HP, you're 50 HP, we're both half. I heal other you, bring myself down to 10 HP, whatever, you're full health. I insta-stun myself, and now you're full health and I'm full health. And what did it cost? Just my prayer point. And what about my prayer points? I'm sharing them with you, so you can give me all your restores anyway. So you basically have one person with like 9 restores, which is essentially the value of 18, but because they have heal other, that's also essentially the value of like 24, which is crazy. Because most people, when they sun, they do it just at the like safe threshold, right? But I would, heal other right before I sun anyway, no matter what. And a lot of the time that safe threshold is like about half health to a third health. So supply management wise, having one person with heal other instantly solves all supply problems. And then from there on out, it's just like finding a way just to complete the raid within a timely manner. Or, not wipe anything. I highly recommend practicing enough raids so you put the 40 timer on though. Having the 40 timer on makes it really easy to do a 500. You could do a 40 with one person with heal other / push and share. Highly recommend medic as well for duo. Overlords and medic. You have like all the pass on though, like the plus pass. Honestly, you're gonna have an easier time with medic and overlords than you are with plus pass. IMO. If you're gonna do it in the team, just take the L and do medic and overload. plus paths makes the raid so much harder in comparison. Counting to 6 potentially on Akka, level 4 zebak. That being said, if you're doing it because you want the transmogs too, based, then fair enough. But remember, you're gonna get your Warden RNG. Nothing is level 4. Wait, if you do plus Pathfinder, the last one's gonna be level 4 no matter what. Or potentially level 4, sorry. You're doing plus 2, right? Or you're doing plus 1 is what you're saying? Because I run plus 2 for my 525s. You do get level 4s uncontrollably at the end. It's possible. Even if you play around it and specifically make it so that you less likely, it's gonna happen sometimes. Out of your control. Unless you mean plus 1, then that makes sense. You have a 2, and then you can have another 2. And then you'll have a 3 and a 4. A level 1? Oh yeah, then you can make it so there's no ever level 4s. That's not too bad. Are you guys running Dehydro and Diet? Both together? Paris runs? Okay. I think I know exactly which setup you're running then. Not a bad idea. If someone's red Xing Baba, I recommend overly draining too if you want to make it even easier. Jad hands, no one beats Jad hands. Everyone's gotten the chase to get Jad hands, is what it is. We'll get it next time. Wait, I have my Void Waker on. Strength. Are you guys going double power though? That's the question. I hope you guys are, because my very first run I did go life second just for the extra restore and scarab, but that was a mistake looking back at it. Much better to go double power, have the extra adrenaline. Lets you cheese a lot more. Should have doubled EDS here. Whatever. It's power only. You guys will get it soon. I haven't done any duo 500s or anything like that. The last one I was planning on doing, we were gonna have keepback and not double trouble. Do +2 paths if I recall correctly. Quiets, I think? I don't know. I don't remember. I ran quiets in my first 500 and sub 40 it back in the day. My current 500 setup doesn't have quiets, but it does have +2 paths. Which one do I hate more? I hate plus pass more than quiets personally. I'd rather have quiet still. That's right, every run is it. Although it must be demoralizing when someone dies. Like you just spent like 30 minutes dying. Actually, no, honestly, because you guys have the plus 40 timer, it's not as demoralizing. It's demoralizing when you're doing those god awful like attempts I see where people have like 55 minutes with eternal boots on, and then they die at the end of the last row because they're shaking in their boots, trying not to get lightninged, losing a billion ticks. Whereas for you guys, other than Akka ladder, pretty much just regular raid. Yeah, 20%. You guys should be getting, I think, 25, 20, 26 if you don't die. So if you die, you lose, what, 20% at the end? Oh shit, I'm supposed to skull skip because I'm too bad at skulls today. I trust the server, or myself. Do either of you guys even need the money? I feel like everyone that does high level ToA has everything now. Other than maybe Torva, which is like super low prior. Whack. This thing on? Does like shadow? I think I splashed like 7 times in a row. Yeah, it sucks. All the GP gone from the coffers. I feel like a lot of my friends got the same situation. They don't play for a while because, you know, like wants to play RuneScape, and then when nothing fun is happening, and then their account has exploded while they're gone. Take that tick loss. It's fine. 10-minute war. God, I had like 7 minutes before like skull skipping all this stuff. Guns. The hard truth is that unless you're doing like 460s, X is the way. No one wants to go next. Wait, X might not be the way. Not as much as I remember. X is so like AIDS though. I went back with Fang and Voidbreaker. I'm like, this time it's different. I'm gonna enjoy next because I'm gonna have so much more DPS than last time. And I was still clicking the yellow potion. I was like, I hate it here. It actually stupid amounts of money though, especially like efficient duos. I don't know how anyone bears to do it for that long. Exactly, yeah, you just go in, broadcast setup, and make hella bank. Whereas ToA, you need that shadow to make bread. And a sun cares. That bread. Let's do 6 man. What was? We're talking about. We're talking about next. Like, I've only done ToA up to like 4, maybe 5. And it's chill. Duos are sweaty. My Grandmaster, no. I don't give a shit about Grandmaster. Unless they're taking it away from steroid users, I don't care, man. Still so salty about that. Who got their Guitar Hero plugins, their own accounts. There's no reset. I already have my sub 65 Inferno time when I was back in the day. I should grind it out, but I can't even show it off that easily. Other than the defender. I'll go for the master so I can get the thrall rewards. I don't really care that much. See a lot of Grandmaster struggle with like sub 240 on this room. I'm like, well, playing with it proves that you're like hella sick of the game. For me, I realized Grandmaster is more of a reward for grinding out the different content than it is for actually being particularly skilled. That lost a lot of appeal for me when I thought of it that way. Although I do want the rewards from it. Just I mostly care about it for the prestige, and if I don't see the prestige in it, I don't want it. I need my flex. Like Inferno's a huge flex, right? For most people. Maybe not anymore, but that was the reason I got it. Well, obviously, yeah, like Grandmasters are better than, way better than your average player, but I think they're like, I just don't. I need there to be some sort of resemblance of game integrity for me to care about it. At least clienters are not really clienting anymore, so like newer Grandmasters are getting it legit for the most part. You never know. I had a lot of friends that had like Osani cheats and stuff like that, where you literally physically cannot pray the wrong thing. That shit pissed me off. I'm like, dude, it's not even that hard of a boss. You need that much assistance. DNG. DNG? Come up, like... DNG. Oh, Discord? Yeah. There's no incentive for other people to want it other than to together. I really hate the team stuff too. I know why they do it, obviously, like Tob is only team as an example. I don't like, I'm a solo player to be honest, besides Tob. I don't really do chambers with friends. I don't really do ToA with any friends other than small teams. So it bums me out when you need to do like an 8-man ToA. I don't trust people. Not like they're gonna scam me out of a shadow, I don't give a shit about that. But like, I want to raid with randos personally. Rather raid with like friends of friends and get to know them and stuff like that. I feel like I don't think I would ever like get along with anyone from a boosting Discord of all things. Yeah, I want an equivalent solo option. If I can't, like, what is the GM time? Whatever the GM time is, they could say instead of completing what, sub 18 in a 8-man, how about I complete a sub 30 500 solo? Can I do that instead? I'd rather do that. I'd rather show exemplary solo skill than show like okay team skill. Because if I recall correctly, that GM is not even hard in a team, according to other people that have done it. But I would like to think that a sub 30 500 is pretty hard for a lot of people, even existing grandmasters right now. But I know a lot of existing grandmasters that struggle to get, for some reason, a sub 40 in a 500. So if I I don't know, if they made it like sub 3,500 to get it, I'd be pretty happy. But obviously for stuff like ToB, you can't do that because it's only team designed, of course. But whatever. I decided just not to care about the Grandmasters for now. I'm gonna have to lose that tick. Or maybe I didn't. I can tell this is gonna be a slow Kefri. Probably sub 5 at least. I highly doubt it's gonna be like a 4-minute. My Baba time 308. It's slow. What I miss? I'm running pretty much all boss invocations other than medic. For supply invocations, I'm running dehydration, no help needed, diet. I have opened up a Void Waker, but whatever. I'm running the 35 time, and I'm running hardcore as well. A double trouble and keyback included on the boss invocations. I don't think I broke the egg cap yet. I'm not gonna Void Waker. Because he's telling me. Wait, no, I did break the egg cap. Ah, I just forgot. Should have Void Wakered there so I don't lose as many ticks. Yeah, I don't run plus pass. If you're thinking about like Path Seeker and Pathfinder, I don't really run those in 490. I do run those in 525. I'll run plus 2 paths and I'll put on a 40 timer. I got super burnt out on 525s. It takes so long. And you have to pay a lot more attention because of like level 4's a box and stuff like that. Whereas here, you know, I can chill out a little bit. I still die, of course, because I'm human. I make tons of mistakes. 490's pretty comparison. chair broke upstairs or something. I've been misclicking on Akka all day. Today is the day. Get a normal raid going. That was embarrassing. Then I moved too quick. Chillin'. This is why I have a billion restores in my setup. Brute force everything. I make a mistake. That's not how you run that. It's slow. Need to work on that transition. That is definitely the transition I struggle with the most. Oh, wants to take whatever. Ooh, I almost snuck in a free sun. Would've been nice. Excuse me? Water the tree. Does it click too fast? Stay ping. Oh, the croc's there. It's over. It's all doomed. Don't do it. Thank you very much, Mr. Tran. Now it's that name. San. I'm always really bad with those kind of names, to be honest. What info is off? 490. From a 500, we're not running any plus paths. We're not running overly draining, and we're not running quiets. Just got a 40 timer going on. I didn't really make use of this extra spec. Stake. Sprint. Should have done it while I was on top. Okay. Oh, I clicked the adrenaline. I'm clearly dumb. No. I don't know what it is. I've been so panicky on bug today. I actually died, I think, 4 times. But anyway, fine. I'm untiltable. These are the indications I'm running. Hardcore, jog for it, walk path. I'm not running quiet, overly medic, any of that, or any of the plus paths. That's pretty much it. Get one. I don't want to run it until I get a purple. It's demoralized, especially when there's a bot like that. That was such a dumb death. I don't know why I tried to run across when I should have just stayed on the left side first of all. And then obviously not clicking the adrenaline to save myself. What it is. I'll look back on it. Back the monkey room. Let's see if I can get another sub 240. I think I'm pretty consistent with the sub 240. Oh. Venomed. Should have been chinning these guys. Committed to blow piping and shadowing. Oh shit, got fumes to do. $15. Oh my god. Definitely is the ping being too low is what I'm not used to. I don't think my command was gonna go off there. Some super first world problems. Sure, he's gonna do a shadow attack soon. Wow, my depth charge faded away on the same tick I died. Oh shit, Woodwaker. This tick, that's gonna come up soon. Go. Five exactly on a slow one. Not the worst. Bad first one. Not the greatest puzzle. Double trouble and keep back. Both of them. I've been trying to get better at transitions, but I've been messing up a lot recently. I should also my Void Waker strat. or like Void Waker them out of memory. But been messing up a lot recently. I actually don't mind key back. I've gotten used to it. It's not too bad. It does take a really long time to get used to though. Ah, there you go. Normally I agreed there. And that's why I mess up a lot. Okay, I definitely clicked Alka there. That or I'm just that sleepy and I'm losing my mind. I'm just gonna give up on this one. Stop. Really butchered that transition. Off a tick. Too late. Really? That would path me a little bit differently. Your sun coming out. Need to be slower with my clicks is what it is. On a 9-ping world. Way too fast. Off my ticks. Idle. I'm loading, bruh. Okay, old man switches. We'll take it. Better than no Void Waker. Old man switches are better than no switches.
That's the way computers talk to each other.
Keep this with you, zebak. For all the times you killed me today. also take. What about the adrenaline? Should just hit normally. Oh well. What was it? 3 down anyway. Hello, Storm and Norman. I see you again. Oh, my mic's slightly facing the wrong way. Just realized. Thank you, Moromatic. Been messing up my skulls today, so I'll just skip. I made more use out of adrenaline, maybe spec'd once or twice, but got a little lazy. Oh, thought I moved. Apparently not. I don't want to listen to the song right now, it's a little trippy. I should probably switch playlists later. Honestly, probably done after this one. Not focused enough to maintain these rates today, dying way too much. Will I back to back? I'll back to back if we get a purple. Yeah, do that. But I'm pretty sure I won't get a purple. I'm pretty unlucky on my solos recently. Light bearer doesn't count though. I won't back to back on a light bearer. We'll just go straight to bed. Mad. You work nights? Yeah, I have a full-time job. My sleep schedule has been completely fucked recently, so I've only been sleeping like a couple hours every day. Like, I sleep like 3 hours at a time and then 3 hours and something like that. Also, some asshole in the neighborhood has been launching fireworks, and obviously it's not like even holidays yet, and that has completely decimated my sleep. I didn't need to lose that tick, but I kind of wanted to zero damage it. Alright, I gotta hit sleep. Doomed. Thank you, Norman. Never looking. Double cash. I find it hard to sleep like after coming off a nap, stuff like that. So I'm just like, yeah, like let's just launch some raids even though I'm tired, trying to power through the day. But I don't think I'm gonna go to bed just yet. I'm just gonna get off RuneScape just because clearly I'm not focusing well enough for these raids. I've been dying way too much, usual. But at least we got some clean ones in at the end. I think, how many did I do? I did 4. I think I planked 3 times, 4 times. Blue tap's still good though. I got a shadow a few days ago, so can't be mad for now. I'll be okay with some dry streaks. Alright, guys, have a good rest of the day, morning, night, whatever.